Today we start renovating the nursery. Transform it from teenage boy to cute nursery. Let's do it. Hi, we're the Mans, and this is our life.
We met in 2017 and just got married September of 2024. Finally bought our first house in April of 2025 and wanted to capture our interesting life, renovation journey, and everything in between.
We have got all the baseboard and all the casing off around the doors. And if you notice, we did the two patches. We have a patch there and patch over here. There's two electrical boxes there, but they just had phone cable coming out of them, and we don't use that anymore. We have Wi-Fi and stuff like that, and we don't use landlines. Didn't need them anymore, so just put a little backer board in there and covered it over with a new piece of drywall, and I'll probably mud that this weekend. This pesky old chalkboard paint, it's all textured, and you'll see that when we go to paint the walls, so I'm either gonna have to mud over it, or I think we're gonna try to peel it all off, and then I'll just mud the edges and kind of taper it into the old paint. But let's get rid of this. Well guys, first coat of mud is on the walls. Don't judge me too hard, I've only done drywall mudding and taping like a handful of times. And no, I still don't know what I'm doing. So this is what we got so far. First coat there, first coat on the patch. A little bit where the paint peeled when we pulled the old switches off. And the other patch right there. Wait for that to dry overnight and then we'll throw another coat on and flare it out wider just so we have more of an area to smooth it out when we go to sand. Well guys, it's a few days later. I managed to get the second coat on and I sanded it all nice and smooth. It's all tapered. Just a matter of wiping the walls down before we paint because they're all super dusty still. But I got this whole area done where we patched, and I patched a couple spots where the paint was like peeling and there was a little bit of a lip that you would have seen when we painted it white. Same with by the switches here. Had to fix all that. And then there's a TV was hung up there before, so we fixed those holes down below, and then just a couple little spots, but they're all sanded. Just gotta wipe and then it's time for paint.
That's good.
Well, we just finished the first coat of white on the walls, and we went with the same color on the ceiling, so we didn't have to do any trimming in. It's white enough for the ceiling, so we think it'll look good, but we'll definitely have to do at least 2 coats, so we'll see what the next coat looks like, if we have to do a third or not. But this wall over here we didn't touch because we are going to be painting it this soft moss color. We think it'll look pretty good as an accent wall, and then we're going to have lots of forest themed things in here and make it look kind of cool. But first coat's on, it's kind of thin in some spots, but we're also trying to cover that dark gray color and the red. So we'll let this dry and then see if we can do another coat. Got some time to kill right now, so let's tackle painting these closet doors white. Let's go. Yes, I know they're not white. Martina and I decided to paint them green to match the other wall color, but they turned out really nice. It'll add a little bit more accent to the room, and we added some black doorknobs just to kind of modernize it a little bit. It turned out really good. Good enough. We'll cut in the rest. We have finally got the paint complete, so let's start moving some furniture into this room. Let's go. We've got some trim already cut and painted, but we need a couple more pieces, so let's go to the shop and get those ready. Well guys, the room is complete for now. We have a couple little things coming in. We got the whole crib area. We got some pictures on the wall. We hung this from the ceiling with some rope, and it's gonna tie in with the mirror that's gonna go here. It's gonna have rope around it. But we got some pictures. We got some nice flush mount shelves. We still have to pick up a rocking chair for Martina in this corner. And then over in this corner, I'm gonna be doing another video. I'm gonna try to build a custom tree shelf, like corner shelf, up this corner. It'll look pretty cool. But that'll be for another video because that might take a while to build. Alright, just drive over the grass. He went right over one of the post holes. The whole van was like, boom!